Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrassle Graps, special episode, I'd say, because we're reviewing a non-normal PLE or Raw. So this is different.
Yes, exactly. This is Worlds Collide, AAA and WWE
Yeah, I
collaboration.
don't know if I said it. I'm Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Yeah, and we're going to be taking a look at Worlds Collide, the collaboration between WWE and AAA.
Replay. Ah,
That too. Yeah, this whole show is going to be me struggling over Spanish words or Hispanic words.
whatever. Yeah, Spanish words. It's
Okay,
the
I don't
language.
know.
It's the
I'm
language.
trying my best. I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to start off here. It's a six-man tag, the LWO, consisting of Dragon Lee, was it Joaquin Wild?
Wait,
And
National Anthem started the show, and then Rey Mysterio came out.
right, I didn't write this down. So not fast forward. Go
Yeah,
back a little bit. Yeah, Spanish national anthem first, not Spanish national anthem, the
Mexican National Anthem
Mexican, Mexican. I
in Spanish.
apologize in advance if I say something offensive during the stream. It's unintentional.
He's not clued in. He doesn't know.
Yeah. Um, So this really is going to be me doing my best. But yeah, so the Mexican national anthem is first. You have everyone in the ring. You have Shawn Michaels next to that woman who runs AAA or AAA. And
Replay. Ah.
man, that haircut's wild, by the way. I think it's important to point that out.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I never seen something like that before. It'd be
I
in
think,
cartoon.
not to get too political here, but I can only imagine that's what Trump was going for.
That's what you're right, man. You're fucking right. He doesn't have the hair for it. Doesn't have it.
Doesn't have enough left. Like, I can only imagine that was what he was going for.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, so
crazy this
they,
did happen before a giant riot happened in Los Angeles.
well, that's different. But
Not a
yeah,
giant. I mean, it's like a protest. I'd say protest instead of riot, but everyone's calling it a riot.
call it what you like, but that's different. Uh, that's different. That's political graps.
I'm
That's a
just
different
saying. I'm
channel
just
that we're
saying.
talking
This
about.
was a nice thing to have. This show.
Yes, it was. Really was.
At least it
And
brought everyone together.
yeah, and I agree with that. So they have the national anthem, then they have the U.S. national anthem sung by Lillian Garcia, who was really going in on it, man. She was really singing her lungs out there.
Yeah, she fucking killed it, man. I never seen anyone sing like that before. Actually, the national anthem. She like killed it. She was better than any other person I've seen do the national anthem.
It's like she saw the girl who did the Mexican national anthem, and she said, "She ain't gonna outdo me on
I
this
have
one.
to upstage her.
I'll make her look bad right here and now." My name ain't Lillian Garcia,
Yeah, that's what happened.
and she went for it, man. Let me tell you.
She fucking nailed it. I mean, Lillian Garcia needs to do it all the time.
I fully agree. Fully agree. Unless it's Jelly Roll. Make an exception for him. He has that one song that you know.
He's the one song about the depressing situation
Yes,
with Joyner Lucas. And I think that's a good chorus.
sure. Uh,
Joyner Lucas
anyway,
fell off, bro.
most of them do. Most of them do.
There's an album coming out. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Well, it's hard when little sidetrack here, but it's hard when Lil Wayne puts out an album the same weekend, and it's the worst thing you ever heard in your life, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" And you gotta think about that.
Yeah, yeah. Lil Wayne's album was half good and half okay at best.
Half good is too nice, I think.
I think I listened to it a few times uh, because I was watching reviews and shit. I think that half of it was like all right, and then you get to the other half and it's just trash. It's like garbage. There's no
Listen,
in
buddy.
between.
Listen, I listened to what's it called? I listened to Peanuts to an Elephant. I heard that with my own two ears, and it was horrendous.
That was the word. Like you would never like with all the discourse without listening to the album. You would never assume it was that bad.
You made me listen to it, and it was god awful.
Yeah, and you haven't even listened to Island Holiday.
I made that choice executively after I heard Elephants to Peanut or something like
Yeah,
that.
elephant. It was
Peanuts to
like
an Elephant.
peanut and elephant, or yeah, it was peanuts to an elephant or something like that.
I listened to that and I made an executive choice that I said that's enough, actually.
Yeah, ain't no way.
But yeah. So that happened, and it's just tough. When he's putting that album out, you're like, God, I can't believe it was so fucking terrible. Then you're Jordan Lucas, you're like, oh, what about my album? It might be good. And he's like, but yeah,
Yeah,
well, what about how horrendous this album was?
Look, man, not only is it another album for Jordan, it's an ADHD 2 album. It's like a sequel to his other album, ADHD.
I didn't even listen to the first one, so I'm already out of this one.
I'm like, why do you make a second one? Ain't nobody listening to that.
Wow.
No one was clamoring for that, man. Just do another thing.
Well, anyway, so that happened. Uh, the national anthem. Is that what we're talking about? The national anthem, and that's all we got here.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
Rey Mysterio comes out. He's like the big. I thought he was gonna be the host, but he wasn't. He just showed up one time.
he voiced the opening video package, and then he's like, "Hey, thank you guys for coming out. I'm honored to be here. Not wrestling on the show, unfortunately, but I'm honored to
It's
be
like
here."
super cool to see the 3-player logo and WWE logo in the same place.
He said, "I love this show. It's great."
Yeah, very cool. Never thought this would happen.
Then we get our 6-man tag match, the aforementioned 6-man tag with Dragon Lee. I believe it was Joaquin Wild. I forget which one's injured.
No, Joaquin Wild's
And
injured. This was
okay, Del
Dragon
Toro
Lee,
then.
Vincent Dorado, um, Del Toro. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Del Toro. And of course, like you said, everyone's favorite LWO member, uh, Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah. And he's in this for one night, apparently. I don't know if he's signed. Is he?
I don't know. For me, it's just funny to pretend he's been there the entire time and we just haven't noticed.
Yeah. I think he's cool, though. What is it? Lucha things, man. Lucha things.
Lucha things, yep. Legendary promo.
Lucha
I thought that
lit.
was
Lit.
Kalisto.
Lucha lit. That's the one.
Yeah,
Lucha lit.
Kalisto did Lucha things.
Right. Lucha. I want him back. I want him back.
I want Kalisto back, and I want him to be forced to say Lucha things
Yo, him
every 5
versus
minutes.
fucking Vikingo, man. Please.
Maybe. I don't know how good he is these days.
Yeah.
But they went up against Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and everyone's new favorite that they didn't know about before this, Mr. Iguana. Absolute
Mr.
legend.
Iguana, man. This guy was crazy. Yeah, stuffed animal. Never seen him before in my life. And he killed it. He was the star of the show and star of Money in the Bank, too.
Bro, he wasn't even on the show. That's how good he was.
Yeah. He killed both shows, or he ruled both shows. Mr. Iguana, the best.
Comes out, he has the stuffed iguana in his mouth, and then he's using the stuffed iguana to wrestle. And then, Lindsay Dorado was used to try and murder the stuffed iguana, and that was like, what the hell is this? But everyone got upset. But they ended up winning, so it's fine.
I should add that there was a disclaimer before this even started with Conan. He said, I must tell you that this is Mexican wrestling. It's not your traditional American WWE style wrestling. It's a Mexican style.
Bro was fear mongering. He's like, if you're scared of non-American wrestling, don't watch this. Go, take your kid somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so they have this match. It's a very fun opener. Very good introduction to these guys. And Mr. Iguana's team wins, but then there's more stuff afterwards where
And
Dominic
then
gets on the
Conan
mic.
says, that's a win for 3-player. Yeah.
I don't know why he tried to do it like it was going to be a contest. Obviously, WWE was going to win the overall thing, but he tried to make it a contest.
Yeah, I don't think they won, but I mean, I think that didn't more three-player wrestlers win or no?
No, because they lost the second, third, and fourth match. So that's
Interesting.
3-2 loss right there.
Just giving. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's if we're gonna do it, this is probably the time.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not doing.
Leave the gimmick, man. How am I supposed to sell It's Giving Racism shirts in the merch store? How am I supposed to do it if we're not gonna do the gimmick?
I'm not doing the gimmick, man.
Damn it. Anyway, so the match ends, but then Dominic gets on the mic and he's like, "I noticed that everyone in this arena likes my deadbeat father," and it's really confusing because Rey Mysterio left like 20 minutes ago. So you're like, okay. Then he's like, especially you nerds in the ring. And Aerostar, of course, doesn't take too kindly to this. They get into a little brawl. And then Dominic's like, you know what, Aerostar, I'll see you at Money in the Bank.
Right. Right. Well, no, he said Octagon Junior. Actually,
God damn it. I didn't write down my notes. I was hoping it was Aerostar.
he was Octagon Junior.
The son of a bitch. I was so close.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. It's fine.
So just pretend I said Octagon the entire time. Octagon gets in the brawl with him. He's like, I'll see you at Money in the Bank for my title. And then that's it.
Yeah, that's what happened, and it did happen, and it was a bit of a letdown. But we'll get to that in another review.
So next up, a little Legado del Fantasma promo. backstage. They're wearing little military gear. Like, we're going to
They
show you
didn't
guys
know.
what
Hold on. They were showing like history of AAA the whole night.
they were, but I wasn't sure if we're going to talk about that or not.
I'm just saying they were doing it the whole night. We don't have to cover every single segment. So
What they showed Triple Mania 1. They showed the main founder guy. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. The main founder guy.
I don't know if I can remember. Pena, I think his name was.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And was it Antonio Pena? I'm sorry if I'm butchering it and
Hey,
getting it
that
wrong.
sounds correct, man. That does sound correct, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna leave it at Pena.
Allegedly, it might have been Antonio Pena, but that could be very wrong. Don't quote us on that.
Yeah, don't quote me, don't quote him. We're unquotable.
There you go. And that's why we don't get sponsorships these days. That's the only reason why I don't look into it. The Gallo del Fantasma, they get a little promo. Like, we're going to beat those guys later on.
Yeah, they'll say they say they were gonna destroy them.
And so they were the real rulers of Lucha Libre, which is weird because I didn't know Lucha Libre had rulers. I thought it was just like a wrestling
Yeah,
style,
Mr.
but whatever.
Iguana. Yeah, Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be Mr. Iguana. So I don't know what they're talking about, but they were talking
I
about it.
really want to see Mr. Iguana versus Orange Cassidy.
It's never going to happen now, but yeah, that would have been fun.
I would have loved that. Yeah.
Well, first you'd have to find Orange Cassidy. I don't even know where he is,
Is
to be clear.
smoking on a blunt. I lied about that. It's a fake story.
Allegedly.
It's a fake story.
Man, so many lies on this podcast. Unbelievable.
Shaggy, what's his name? Shomro Sap gonna come after me.
Yeah, source? Question mark? Source?
Yeah, exactly.
So next up, we get to the women's match of the show. Dalise and Cheek Tormenta versus Lola Vice and Stephanie Vaquer. You know what? It was a solid match.
Good match. Not a bad match. I like Stephanie Vaquer. I think she's great.
Everyone does.
And the other women showed out as well.
Yeah, they all did. And unfortunately, for the AAA woman,
Yeah,
Lola Vice and Stephanie Vaquer would win. I'm assuming it was because of the ass-based offense. Don't quote me on that.
they both have ass, and they used it. That's for sure.
Yeah, Conan was very happy about it.
He didn't make sounds though. He was just like, "Ooh, yeah,
He
that's
was,
nice."
yeah, it was uncomfortable because he was saying that, but he was saying it like he wasn't even that into it.
I
He's like,
love
yeah,
this. Ooh,
no, he was saying it like, yeah, that's nice. I like this.
yeah,
Yeah, and the most
very
monotone tone, so it's really just uncomfortable to listen to.
yeah. I said, Conan's horny ass.
He was astronomically horny
Conan's
on this.
horny ass.
Man, you
And there
put
was,
him, you get him and Jim Ross on the same commentary team. Oh my god.
yeah. I mean, that would be a horny team right there.
Uh, for HR purposes, I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Probably not. Yeah, probably can't do that, especially during women's matches.
Oh, of course not. No.
No.
I mean, honestly, I would put Booker T in the place of Jim Ross. Honestly,
Oh my god, bro! Jim Ross, fucking Booker T, and Conan. Oh my god.
dear Lord, that's a monster that HR just can't handle.
Someone draw a picture of that.
Them all chanting over and over again.
Someone do a picture of that.
One day, one day.
Yeah, I can do it because we don't have fans, you know.
Yeah, Grok, my best fan.
Wow, fucking! I saw some gross shit with Grok, man. That robot sucks.
It's a weird man.
Yeah, you
I
gotta get
mean,
that robot under control.
look, when you go on Twitter, people are just tricking him into saying stuff. It is what it is.
You don't even want to know what I saw, bro. You don't even want to know.
I don't. Thank you for telling me that I don't, but now I don't.
Right. There was a post-match interview though.
There was, and it was, I
I think it was
believe,
all in Spanish.
part of it was, part of it wasn't.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Okay.
it was the interviewer was Finn Balor's wife, I believe.
Oh,
There,
really? That's her?
that's what I saw. That's what I saw on the interwebs.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like, we're happy to be here, represent our country, history. Lola was
Yes.
saying.
Mm.
And Stephanie was ready for Money in the Bank.
But that wasn't true, as we'll find out, because she lost. So she really
She
wasn't
could have
that
been
ready.
ready, but she just didn't win. It's a game of luck, really.
Wasn't ready enough. Wasn't ready enough.
Exactly. Exactly.
So next up, we get a little Chad Gable promo talking about how he's going to beat Vikingo.
Chad
at
is
least
called racist.
there was a really weird thing throughout the night. I forgot about this, where they were trying to make him look as racist as humanly possible. And I
You
was like,
said some
what are we
crazy
doing?
stuff about Mexican people, man.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
they kept saying like, oh, you've been saying some really weird shit about Mexico. What's up with that? He didn't deny it, which I would have liked him to. But
He was like, well, he did deny. He said, no, not about Mexican people. He said, no, about the luchadors, man. That's all.
oh yeah, about the luchadors. But then later on, before the main event, Conan goes, "I can't believe he keeps saying all that crazy shit about Mexico." I was like, "What? Why? What are we doing here, man?"
Look, he ain't wrong, but he ain't. It's not that. It's not specifically Mexican people. It's like luchadors and shit.
Yeah, I know. It's only the luchadors.
Yeah, yeah, right, right.
Yeah, so I don't know what I don't know if they were just trying to build like a really weird storyline between Vikingo and him, but they could have picked better storyline to do.
They really, yeah, they did not try at all. They still, you racist. What's up with that?
They wanted to earn it for 5 seconds. They're like, "Oh, I can't stand Chad Gable's racist ass gimmick," and they're like, "That's it. That's the one."
Yeah, I gotta ask him about that. What he said there.
And then they just ran with it the whole night. And it was rough for him.
Yeah, made out to be a racist. Maybe he possible, it's possible, but no.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly. So next up, third match, uh, El Hijo did Dr. Wagner,
El
Psycho
Hijo.
Clown, and Pagano
You don't pronounce the
versus.
H.
So El Hijo did
Yeah,
Dr. Wagner, Psycho
yeah,
Clown, and Pagano versus Legado del Fantasma.
yeah. This was a good match. I like this match.
It was my least favorite match of the whole show, I will say, just because it's the slowest match of the whole show. It really slows the pace of the entire thing.
It was. Did you cover the video for Escobar? He had like a video.
I thought, wasn't that like the video package for this?
It was. Well, I don't know. It was a whole other promo. I think.
It was a video package for this.
Oh, okay. All
We
right.
talked about the promo in the beginning of the show they did with this team.
Okay. Well, they said they were defending the heart and soul of lucha libre.
Again, I don't get it, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. We'll
I
see.
don't know. Everyone's making up storylines on this show, and I don't know how to feel about that. That's my biggest gripe with this entire show.
I mean, they did have like the little videos of them like unmasking Escobar or whatever it was. Escobar got unmasked. So that happened.
Who did that to him again? Was it Dr. Wagner or was it Psycho Clown?
I don't remember.
Anyway, they did show him getting a mask, and that was part of it.
He looks good, man. He looks good.
Does he really does? And he, you know what? He
I feel like
wins.
every luchador looks good, right? But they have a mask on.
Well, allegedly, I don't want to say that for true.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio looks questionable, and he's my favorite. But I can see that.
I mean, like, I'm just saying. You put like an Austin Theory under that mask. That's rough. But then, so Legato does win. It's my least favorite match of the show. It's not a bad match. It's just fine.
Yeah, I think it was all right, and they do win. You're right, which
Uh,
I guess that's questionable too. I want to have the AAA wrestlers win.
on a show where they were promising me no WWE type wrestling, this is the most WWE style match I've seen on the whole show.
That's kind of weird because I think half was AAA wrestlers, half was WWE.
Yes, I don't know what that was, but
So it's like, if it was like LWO or something like also involved, then sure. But this was like a whole nother company style of wrestling versus another company, and it still felt like WWE style fully. So
that's just WWE style, man. It just dominates everything.
yeah, they work slow because apparently Undertaker was backstage, or maybe that's a rumor and that's not real. But
If
imagine he was.
he was back there, he left right after the first match. I'm telling you that much.
You saw Mr. Iguana, you said, I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Tell Mr. Iguana he damn near had a fucking stroke. He was like, what the hell is he doing in there? He's making a mockery of this whole sport.
Yeah,
He
maybe I
could
got
not.
got. Maybe that's not what happened. But if it's kind of funny if it did. Okay,
He saw the iguana. He said that thing reminds me too much of cucumber. I can't be here that much longer.
that's true. It kind of resembles cucumber. Yeah,
For those of you that don't know, Undertaker does have a fear of cucumbers. This is a true story.
they breaking him in the Waffle House. I think it was. Yeah,
I forget what it was, but for some reason he does have a fear of that.
I'm pretty sure it was Waffle House, and they like, put like a cucumber in his water, and he didn't see it until like the end or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was a better reason he had to have a fear of that,
No,
but
but that
that's
was
so much
before.
more
That's what
cover.
they just played a prank on him because of, and
Oh,
maybe after that, or maybe that was the reason, but I'm not sure.
I'm just imagining like in a cucumber with a knife attacking him and his family, and that's like what happened.
Yeah,
Like a
that would be
pickle Rick
interesting.
style thing, you know?
It's like a one of those sleep nightmares, like the ones where you're like awake but you're sleeping.
Oh, why
Sleep
do I know?
paralysis. Just sleep
Yeah, that.
paralysis thoughts. Yeah.
Imagine your sleep paralysis demon's a fucking cucumber. Like,
I
wow.
used to have a bunch of those fucking nightmares. Not that specific nightmare, but the sleep paralysis. But then it turned into like just dreams about sleep paralysis, so then it was just awkward, you know.
Nothing scarier than when the cucumber shows up, the talking cucumber.
It was always shadowy fuckers with like a hood on or something, and you couldn't see their face, and they would
With
just
a
come at
heart
you with
on?
no, a hood on.
Oh, okay.
Not being creepy, man.
I
Jesus.
misheard it.
That could happen, but it's not putting that in my life, you know.
I misheard it.
Stop putting that in my life. I don't want anything crazy. I'm lucky that it was like that.
Yeah. No, I've had them too before, but not like the shadowy figures, just the dreams where you can't move and they're very uncomfortable to have.
Motherfuckers would come out of nowhere. They start like coming up to you. They get close to you, and you're just fucking like unmovable. You can't move.
Man, terrifying.
And yeah, like I said, it just turned into dreams of having it, but not actually having it. It was really weird, but whatever.
All right, well, moving on. Vikingo has a little promo here about Hijo. He's going to beat Chad Gable for saying those things about Mexico. Unbelievable.
He says he's ready. He's ready. He was ready.
He was very ready, actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
this was a fun one.
this next match, Ethan Page versus Laredo Kid versus Evans and Phoenix.
Yeah,
So I was very much caught off guard. So were you by Javon Evans' entrance theme.
something about him
Uh,
being bouncy.
the song starts as like he's so bouncy, and I was like, what
That's
the
it.
fuck? What does that
Yeah,
mean?
he's so bouncy. I
I
mean,
was
we
like,
saw
what?
a little bit of the bounciness there on the match, so we understand.
There was something else. Like, but I forget what it was.
Yeah,
But
probably
yeah,
Phoenix doing his little playing thing.
maybe. But yeah, he has that, and I was like, damn, I never seen this guy before, except for when he was on DPW. And now they're talking about him being bouncy. That's weird. I don't know about this.
Bro got his
But
bounciness from WWE.
but man, let me tell you, this match, a lot of fun. A lot of fun, this one.
This was so fun, actually. Like, I think J. Evans tried to do like a coast to coast flipping maneuver or whatever, and it did not work out, but it looked okay. So
He tried. He tried.
yeah,
On this night, he simply wasn't bouncy enough. And you know what happens to the best of us?
that fucking cutter was crazy though. I gotta say, I gotta say,
It was. It was pretty nuts.
Ray Phoenix always shows out. I mean, he's always the best in the matches.
You know, he is always one of the best. It's just a shame he's not presented like that.
Exactly.
Uh,
Why is he losing everything?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's the exact opposite of AEW, where he was the guy and Penta was just kind of there. Now it's just flipped around and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's because Ethan Page is the guy because he wins the match.
No one in their life would say that, but whatever.
I mean, he's the guy. That's what they call him. They call him the guy.
Imagine because you throw on Arby's meat pants once, that does not make you the guy.
He's the guy, bro. He's the guy. What do you say?
You know, imagine, throwing on the Arby's meat pants. I would never.
I couldn't be bothered. Even if they sent it as a gift, I wouldn't wear it.
Only time I'd ever do anything like that is if Slim Jim sent me the Slim Jim meat pants. Then legally I'd have to, and I'd have to show them off every video. I'd
You
have to
don't even have
buy.
to sponsor us. Just give us pants.
I just want the meat pants.
And then we can flex on Ethan Page. We will do it.
Flex on him. I'll go outside, flex on my whole neighborhood, and make them uncomfortable.
Flex on the hood. Get jumped.
Yeah, well, not the hood, my neighborhood.
Not the hood.
I'm not dumb
It's
enough
not
to
a
do that.
video you want to be in. No.
No, it's all fun and games until you go in there and you try to flex on the wrong guy.
Look at my meat pants.
Look at my
Look,
meaty
man, I'm
attire.
just trying to sell fucking drugs, man. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Look at my meaty attire.
Yeah.
Look at the hoodie. That's meat on the hoodie, and then that's meat on the pants. And he's like, buddy, if you don't get your meat away from me,
Yo, chill, everybody. Put down your guns. It's guy with meat pants.
make him uncomfortable.
Yeah. So chill. It's just a guy with meat pants. It's fine.
It's terrifying. Do you know the confidence you're gonna have to wear meat pants in public?
That's, he probably wouldn't do that. No, he wouldn't do that.
Terrifying. That's a terrifying man right there, or woman, or
I gotta think
individual.
of somebody confident that would do that.
Tony Khan might.
Tony Khan, I feel like he's too sure. He's like awkward. I wouldn't consider him confident.
No, you get the Young Bucks to gas him up, they'll do it.
The
He'll
Young
do it.
Bucks, yeah, they would do it. They do.
Yeah, they would do it, yeah. They really
They
would.
do it. They think it's fashion.
They would, like wearing the founding father costumes to their pay-per-view.
And Seth Rollins, maybe?
Seth Rollins would, but you'd have to convince him it's the latest style.
Right. I think he makes the styles. He says.
I guess. Who
I've
knows?
seen him wear crazy things I've never seen anyone else wear.
No, I mean those red boots, those red rubber boot things he wore that one time, that was a thing before him.
That was a thing. I don't even know how you got those, to be honest.
Well, he paid for them. What do you mean how to get them?
Like, where do you get them from?
He paid for them.
I know, but the fuck do you get them from, bro? It's like apparently it's thousands of dollars, but like, where do you get them from?
The interwebs.
I know, man. I looked it up. I can't find it. Was it a drop, like a specialty drop?
It might have been a specialty drop.
I was trying to get a shirt yesterday, or not yesterday, a few days ago. It was a specialty drop. I can't get it. Again,
That's on you for not being there in a timely fashion.
they just didn't show it to me in timely fashion.
Yeah, well, that's on you.
It's like when you see a restaurant on DoorDash, but then the restaurant changes locations, and you can't get it no more.
Do you think they call that the ghost kitchen?
I think no, it's a food truck.
Oh, it's driving away from you. It's hiding from you. You gotta find it.
It'll never come back.
All right. Well, anyway, main event time. Chad Gable going up against Vikingo. Man, match of the weekend right here. It's fantastic.
Vikingo versus Chad Gable. Vikingo, he was really good. He was the highlight of the match. I think Chad Gable did great too with his little moonsault through the table.
Man, Vikingo was great, but never downplay Chad Gable. That dude is always fantastic in everything he does.
I think Chad Gable was an MVP of this weekend.
He may not have beaten the abhorrent racist allegations in this match, but he did have a fantastic show.
Yeah, he did great. So we forgot about the racist allegations.
That's true. That's pretty true. But anyway, that was Worlds
Oh,
Collide.
Vikingo hit so many fucking flips. It was like on crazy. He was so crazy.
He did nutty stuff, man. He did crazy stuff. They did the table spot. Chad Gable did the moonsault through the table. Vikingo did the crazy flips. It was great.
Yeah, things you probably never seen before, never thought would happen before. He did them.
Well, I recommend if you're not going to watch anything else from this show, WWE's YouTube channel uploaded the full Vikingo Gable match. Go treat yourself to the 27 minutes that was that match.
They did do it on YouTube, which was questionable because it was like all free,
I guess we didn't talk about that either. They did do it on YouTube. The whole show, they streamed it there. Really caught me off guard. I didn't appreciate it. But yeah, I would really like them to not do that again.
Right. Look, I would like it because I actually enjoyed it.
And I get, for people without Peacock, it's great. You can watch it for free. But also, I would like them to not do that again because it caught me off guard. And I don't know if they mentioned they were going to do it on YouTube.
It was actually easier to set up our things at the same time, though.
It was. Well, yeah. Well, if your thing's not refreshing every 15 minutes, I guess that would happen.
That would be good, yeah. But at the end of the show, the whole crew comes out. They all celebrate and they lift Vikingo up on their shoulders and they say this was a great show.
They do. They do. And that overall was the Worlds Collide. And I don't know about you. I'm going to give it a solid thumbs up. It was a fun watch.
I kind of want to give it a double thumbs up because it was enjoyable.
I can't give it a double thumbs up because it's not perfect. Like that match in the middle, the Legato match really slowed it down for me and took the momentum away. I
Well,
feel
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm giving it a double thumbs up because it reminded me of old NXT times.
that must be nice.
Like this is what that felt like. It felt like NXT, something what NXT would do. That's great.
See, I didn't get those vibes, unfortunately. I would have loved to, but I just didn't.
I think
There-
that's what that's on you. That's on you, but that's not on me. So that's fine.
My favorite Worlds Collide match from old NXT will always be Imperium versus Undisputed Era. That's a fantastic match. one of my favorite favorite matches to watch. So it would always be that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good show, solid show. Nothing to complain about, really. And that's great. That's what I like in a show. Nothing to complain about. Fun all the way around. Two companies coming together, creating something nice.
Mhm.
What can you hate about?
You know what? I would definitely say, as someone who's not too familiar with that roster over at AAA, if you're, you've never seen them before, you're not sure if you'll enjoy it, definitely give it a watch. I think you'll find some great wrestlers that you didn't know about before. Ignore Conan's warning. Just go in there and enjoy the show.
Yeah, go in there, enjoy the show. If you still hate it, then so be it. Yeah,
Then you can come back here and say, "Man, that Chris guy, that absolute liar. I don't like him.
hate it, actually.
Yeah, I
That
hate
guy.
him. Everybody hates Chris. Love that show."
Everybody hates Chris. I
But
used to
with
watch that
that,
show all the time.
when it would come on, I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but I would watch it when it would come on, much like George Lopez.
That was only like 2 in the morning.
I know, but I wake up sometimes for school and it'd still be on, so I watch it then.
Yeah, it was good. The theme song was fire.
It was, it was.
That's what would
But
wake you up. You just hear the song.
yeah, I hear the "Oh my God," and then I'd be in it,
Yeah, the little fucking instrumental. Yeah.
But anyway, that was our Worlds Collide review. Please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts on the show, comment your favorite part of that, and if you can, follow us on all podcasting platforms and leave a 5-star and check out the social medias as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.